Apparently, Tiny Lister has passed away. Zeus to professional wrestling fans of the late 80s, early 90s. Most well known for the No Holds Barred film, which I believe came out in 1989. Tiny Lister was an actor. We also saw him play the president in The Fifth Element, I believe, with Bruce Willis and the lovely Mila Djokovic, if I said her name right. But Tiny was also known for his portrayal in the Friday films. I believe he had a big big fight with Ice Cube. And Tiny, as his nickname was, had a great career. And as a big man, obviously I believe he was billed at 7 feet tall. I don't think he was quite there, but probably close, 6'10", 6'11". Hard to get a lot of roles sometimes, unless you're playing like a villain. Would have been nice. I don't think he ever played in a James Bond film. That would have been nice. But I think, he might have been typecast a little bit after No Holds Barred. That was probably, even among mainstream people, the film that he was best known for. But probably Friday as well. Maybe Friday more so than No Holds Barred. Now, he did get into pro wrestling. We all know that. And it was, SummerSlam 89 that Hulk Hogan and Brutus the Barber Beefcake teamed up to face Randy Macho Man Savage and Zeus. Now, the whole 1980, I guess it was 1989, was kind of the first 3 or 4 months was really the Randy Savage Hulk Hogan show leading up to WrestleMania 5. But once you got out of there, it was really all about Hulk Hogan and Zeus. I mean, they built up the whole SummerSlam thing, and then they brought you to Survivor Series. And I'm trying to remember that match at Survivor Series. Was it the main event? But I don't think it went on last. I think it was, it was like Zeus and Ted DiBiase and the Warlord and the Barbarian against Hogan, and was it Demolition? I'm going by memory here, folks. And who was their fourth guy? It wasn't Beefcake again. Or was it? Was it Hogan, Beefcake, and Demolition? Or whatever the fuck. But I mean, or Jake the Snake. I think it was Hogan, Jake the Snake, and Demolition against DiBiase, the fucking Powers of Pain, Warlord and Barbarian, and good old-fashioned Zeus. But do I have that totally maligned? I don't know. I guess my wrestling memory is being warped, folks, because I'm having a hard time remembering it. I remember Zeus just choking the shit out of, I think, Hogan and getting DQ'd. And then they had to have that special match, that cage match, No Holds Barred, the match, the pay-per-view, the movie, The Match. And it was a special event, another one of those WWF or WWF special, pay-per-view offerings. Then Zeus or Tiny would appear, I believe, in the World Wrestling Council, and I believe he fought Abdul the Butcher a few times. And I think we really didn't see him as far as wrestling goes until WCW 96-ish, that whole Dungeon of Doom era, and I think he got some work as Z Gangsta. And I don't even know if he had an official match or if he just kind of did some run-ins. Was he in that Doomsday fucking match, that giant clusterfuck of a cage match? That pretty much like 20 guys against Hogan and Savage. You had Luger, you had fucking Kevin Sullivan, all these assholes. Was Z Gangster Zeus in there, or did he make a cameo and just offer some forearm smashes to the neck? This man had a big life, folks. Don't get me wrong. Zeus, Tiny Lister, had an awesome life. I don't know of his marital status. I don't know if he has little Zeuses that he left behind, children, or Zeusettes. I don't know. I think probably his most underscored performance, meaning not over the top, was as the president. Hey, before Barack Obama, folks, you had Zeus playing the president in The Fifth Element. And that eye, I mean, he kind of had the Shawn Michaels eye before Shawn Michaels. So Mike Messier with a tip of the fucking wrestling hat and the film hat to Zeus, Tiny fucking Lister. Was he Tiny Lister Jr. or just Tiny? Tiny Lister, MikeMessier.com, Mike Messier YouTube channel. Rest in peace, Zeus. Rock on in peace, brother. Mike Messier.